Hello everybody, welcome to another Zabbix video. This time I'm talking about TimescaleDB monitoring. What is the size of each hypertable per day? Here I'm about to share a template, plug and play, just download and use it, and this video is used to a little bit explain how it works and how to set up the template, because the template will need extra front-end module to be installed on the front-end server. Alright, let's have a look. Starting with the template, here the template is using ODBC monitoring, and I'm running here with the Postgre. Of course, like this video is about TimescaleDB, and the TimescaleDB it's a plugin which can be enabled on a Postgre database. And two different database queries are in the table, inside the template, size of tables. And I would really highlight to double check if these queries work in a native SQL client. I will open for a second here to highlight, like, my version of TimescaleDB is 2.16. So if you have at least a major version 2, then there is a big hope this tutorial will work for you. Let's clear the screen and now go to the template, test this query, copy and paste in the SQL client and see if it's producing information. We have a table name, we have the size of the table. Let's clear the screen, and the other query is statistics about hypertables. Let's select this guy and put inside the terminal, enter. And here you go, we have a table name and what is the chunk ID and what's the size for that chunk, and the range about that. So if these two queries work for you, then it's a good idea to make the ODBC monitoring working. I will, regarding ODBC monitoring, I will just put some extra instructions in the video description. Will not go in detail. Now about how to take this data and have a dashboard about that. So the template is ready, and to use the template we need to have a host object, data collection hosts. This is right now an empty object without any extra things, timescale, and I'm linking the template right now on that host object. I have a dedicated proxy to run those ODBC queries. Update. To speed up things, I will open item and instead of 1 minute set 12 seconds. And the other as well. 12 seconds. Update. Okay, now it's running. And job done. All we need to do is explore the built-in template dashboard. If I go here, templates, like this template already owns a dashboard, and we go to the monitoring hosts and open the dashboard. And right now it will not work because I did not enable the plugin. I want to show how it looks like not working. Click, and it says no permissions to reflected object. Now to install the plugin, here is a GitHub link. I will put in the description. We need to download this zip file, copy link address, and then enter the front-end server. I will go to my database server and navigate to the root and user share Zabbix modules. Let's clear the screen. So I'm right now sitting in the directory modules. In the version 7.2, it is having a subdirectory, user share Zabbix UI and then modules, but this is 7.0 LTS. And inside this directory I have right now folders, but if you have never used the front-end modules, then this will be empty for you. Now I will download that module which is required for this to function. And this link will be also in the description. Unzip and then 8 something. Okay, remove 8 something, and job done. The module is installed. Now going to the front-end server, we need to, like right now it will not yet work. If I refresh the page, nothing is happening. Administration, general modules, we need to click here scan directory, and then there is the man of the show, Monsphere, which is creating this awesome ECharts widget, which allows to produce tables and sortable tables. Let's enable this module, and now it's the end of the tutorial. Like everything works, and what's the outcome? Monitoring hosts. This is the object. This is the dashboard. Click, and here you go. This is useful for me. We inside the database we have tables, like normal tables, not the hyper tables. So the first block is solely dedicated to represent what is the biggest tables of the tables which do not use TimescaleDB. And in my situation, I do not use timescale for text and string and all the other tables. So it's here we can sort by name alphabetically, and we can see for every name, click this button, C, D, and explore individually what is the size of each table inside the database. If we click one click here on the table, then it's immediately sorting by size. And in the middle, like normal people do, with the TimescaleDB, we usually have daily partitions. At least for for the table history, which holds decimals, and for table history uint, which holds integer numbers, and for log table, and maybe for audit log. By the way, audit log table out from the box comes with weekly partitions. I made like modifications to use daily partitions even for the audit log. So here, not very nice. Like we have one line per date, since it's daily. Today it's June the 2nd, and if we click on the date, we can sort by that. And if I have not available, I have dropped that partition already. By the way, this tutorial is not so applicable if we use compression, so it will completely ignore compressed TimescaleDB partitions. Usually, like the biggest benefit, I think we want to know what is the size, what is the data growth daily, and the most recent partition most likely is not compressed yet. So this first line would be the answer, like how much storage consumptions are required if we target to store plain text without, I mean, we target to store the data without compression. So each individual table is here, and one indication about total size per daily partition. So this practically is a aggregated check, and it's very funny how this widget is able to combine data from multiple discoveries. If I need to explain what's happening underneath the hood, it's almost like a magic. One discovery, like this discovery, kind of produce daily partitions for the chunk. Here the name is like table chunk. And in the same time, another discovery, which is aggregation, which is working with the date and looking how much data for today. Like this JSON path is using the sum, like asking all partitions for today and blindly do the sum, and therefore we know like how much for today. And what that widget is doing, like it's able to take item prototypes from here and take item prototypes from here, and combine both together in the same table. And like the reason why it works, because I did orchestrate the pattern item. We have the what do we have? The part size will be something like 1D or 1D. part size will be 1D here. The line, the name of item prototype ends with 1D, and the other chunk here, click also by size, aggregate, table. Okay, maybe I mixed up. Let's explore how the widget works, and then I can explain here. And yeah, it targets, the widget targets the item prototypes which ends with the 1D. And yeah, that's the magic here. Even if the items come from different discoveries, it's able to put them in the same widget. And 4-day chunks, it's an explicit thing for my instance. In your situation, most likely you would need to write 30D like this, 30, yeah, like this, because the out from the box TimescaleDB is creating, for the trends, it creates 30-day partitions. Okay, let's go back to the celebration. So this is the table. Here as well we can sort and see what is the growth total per day, or if the interest is one specific table, then just click on the title of the column. And a separate table for bigger chunks, not the daily chunks, depending on your setup. This widget, as I said, maybe must be customizable. Otherwise, it must be customized to target 30-day chunks or 7-day chunks. So it's just edit the widget and instead of 4D set like a different thing. That's one manual work for sure. Like apply the template and open this very template. Click the edit button and change this pattern to something else. And then here you go. All right, that is everything for this video. If you find it helpful, give it a thumbs up, and thanks for watching.